chiropractors, we really gotta get those clicks and clacks ourselves too, you know? Well, apologies for that rather unprofessional entry yet to see me, and what can I do you for? My name's Dr. Jojo, by the way. Okay, you made a appointment with us. Okay, right. What time was the appointment for, and what was your name? Sorry. Okay, great. Great, I have you, yeah, right here. So, what seems to be the problem? Okay, okay. Right, you were just wanting the standard pop and lock. Well, no worries. You're in great hands. I've been a trained chiropractor for the past 10 years. I've been in practice here with my clinic. So, yeah, let's just say you're safe. Well, that's great. Have you ever been to the chiros before? Okay, okay. Well, I think if you don't mind, I think it'd be really good for me to just explain to you what it is exactly we do here, what it is, what exactly my role is as a chiropractor, what I do, and I guess some of the things you should expect from our session today. So my job as the chiropractor is all about taking care of your central nervous system, specifically the spinal cord. Now, the spinal cord is a very amazing feature of the human body, and what it's responsible for, if you didn't know, is sending electronic messages up and down the body to all different parts. Now, when we get an injury, it can be attributed to many things, such as a previous injury coming back, or just overworking a certain part of your body for too long, you know. Now, what we do here at the Chiro, at the clinic, is we target where you might be feeling pain, and we try to return them back to normal by targeting those areas and using quick, rapid movements. Your spine has many different spinal segments, and in each of these segments contain two vertebrae as well as a joint attaching them. Now, what we do here is just work our way down the vertebrae to ensure that they're in good health and to ensure that everything looks fine. On top of this, there is also synovial fluid, which is responsible for ensuring that your bones don't crush and grate against each other. It sort of functions as a lubricant, if you will, to keep them nice and smooth whenever they're forced to press against each other. So throughout the session, you might very well hear a few cracks and clicks and clacks. But don't worry, this is just perfectly normal, and it's just the synovial fluid. In fact, many people find this extremely relaxing and very therapeutic and calming. So here what we're going to be doing is targeting parts of the spine and parts of your neck and everywhere really, to really just get some good old fresh air in there and make sure the joints are doing good. So hopefully I've explained that clearly enough, but with that said, let's get started, shall we? Okay, great. Let me just take a look at your charts here. Okay, so what we'll start with first, I think, is working our way down the spine. Okay. Now I'm just gonna put on some gloves. Okay, alrighty, very nice. So, feel free during our session today, you're more than welcome to just close your eyes and just relax. This is a very easy, non-demanding procedure. Okay, so what we're going to do is start working on the top part of the neck, starting all the way out here. We're going to just work our way down. Okay, great. So we're going to start at the top of the neck, this really tiny little spinal segment. It's very short, and what we're going to do is just, if you can relax the neck, just feel free to take some deep breaths in and just relax your shoulders. No need to tense them up, and just try to be loose. Okay, great. So what we're going to do is just get my fingers just outside that vertebrae. Just try to feel it. It seems like it's ready to be popped. Yeah, I can feel that. Alright, so all we're gonna do is just give it a little bit of a little clickety clack. You might hear something. Here we go. Ready? It's that easy. It does feel very nice, yeah, okay. Well, let's move our way down as we go here. I'm gonna go with the second vertebrae. Here we go. Yeah, those are the tiniest ones. So as we move down the spine, they get sort of bigger. So let's go with the third one up here. Very good, very good. Doing great. Probably move your neck around and it'll feel a lot fresher. Okay, let's move on. So the fourth. Very good. Yeah, this seems very overdue, I must admit, but it's good you're coming in. You'll walk out here feeling like $1 million. Okay, let's continue, shall we? Great stuff. Alright, I'll give you a second there to just sort of wriggle that out. That's often a sensation people might have. Okay, here we go with the next. Very good, very good. Okay. Alright, and here we go with the next one down here. Yeah, so I don't actually have to use that much force, it just sort of pops right out. Yeah, okay. Next one down here. Cool, cool. Alright, let's start working on some of the nice juicy ones. It's in your lower back. This is where a lot of the clicks really are, so let's do that. Ready? All you want to do is just take a deep breath in and exhale. That was a good one. Yeah. Very good, very good. I'll give you a second to just sort of stretch that out. Yeah, I got a couple clicks myself, eh? Alrighty. No, you're doing great, you're doing great. Okay, so we just have a couple more for the spine. Very good, good job. Great stuff. Yeah, so that's a question I get asked a lot. Is it dangerous or bad for you to click your fingers so you're gonna get arthritis? No. It's been heavily documented. There was a guy, he clicked his fingers for 80 years and it did not affect his, his tendons. It didn't affect his ability to move his fingers. So yeah, we get asked that all the time. Alright, next one down here. Yeah, that was a good one. Alright, well, you should be feeling pretty good at the back region. So now let's move on to some other clicks that we should get to, particularly in your shoulders. This one and this one. So let's give those shoulders a nice little pop. Very good. And this other shoulder. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, the next thing we're going to click are the fingers. So feel free to just grab your fingers here and we'll click them. Very good. Yeah. I know often I feel like that as well. And what's a good thing to do is just let the wrists get a little click. Just like that, yeah. Great stuff. Alright, so now that we've got some of those done, we're going to do one more for the neck, so I'll demonstrate. Just sort of trying to roll around the neck. If you can get out any clicks, you should do that, but just be careful because the spinal segments up in the neck are really, really short. Okay, so you want to be careful you don't just next thing I have here are these rollers. Now, these are fantastic with getting out any clicks or sort of massaging an area when you've clicked it. If you're not used to clicking certain parts of the body, sometimes your body can sort of inflame in that certain area because it's just not used to being clicked. Right, so what these do is we're just going to roll them. You can roll them on your neck, on the back, and it's just going to sort of ease out any potential inflammation, I guess, if you will. Right, okay. So I'm just going to roll those in. Like I said, all we're doing is just trying to ease any maybe slight trauma that might cause to an area that, you're not used to popping. Just, this never really happens, I'll be honest, but it's always just good to be extra safe, because everyone's different, everyone responds different to this sort of stimuli. So it's just good, I've only really ever come across one person out of the thousands I've seen over these years. Okay. Okay, great stuff, great stuff. So the next thing we're gonna do is also just in case, you might have a reaction or something. I have some point relief. It is a smoothing menthol relief, which is great for pain relief, and it really hits the spot, so I'm gonna just apply some of this. Just apply this to certain parts which can maybe get a little red. Then we'll make some more readjustments after. Stuff. Now that we've applied that, let me just quickly take some notes on the keyboard here. Okay, so how are you feeling, by the way, after a couple of those adjustments? Good, good. And do you feel any maybe discomfort from any of those so far? Just because If you are, then it's probably safe for us not to go ahead and do any more. Okay, you feel fine. That's good. Good, good. Just, you can never be too safe. Okay. Great. Okay, so next couple of adjustments we're going to be doing are with the hips. So if you're someone like me, I always have to click my hips. And also clicking the toes can sometimes be really beneficial, just sort of allow full functioning. And we're also going to click the ankles. So I'll do one of mine right here. Maybe you can hear it. Ready? There's one, and I'll try to do the other. There you go. So what I'm going to do is just take your foot and just hold it like this. Just sort of bend it up and give it a little bit of a click. Ready? Just like that. And then this one. Great. Yeah, it's just great to click the feet, make sure that's good. Next thing I'm going to do with the knees. Okay. So just if you like here, we're just going to give it a little click. Good. And the other one. Great. Okay, well, fantastic. This has gone swimmingly well. Let me just take some more notes here very quickly. Okay, now, one of the things I recommend is to also consider doing multiple sessions, with physio, with chiropractor. A lot of these things, you really get to feel the best benefits from this if you do multiple sessions, okay? So one of the things I noticed is maybe your posture might not be as great. And now what we can really do is set up a sort of program with you here at our clinic where you come in maybe once a week, you just get to sit there, lie there, and I just crack everything for you. And that's great, but the science tells us that doing this for about 2 to 3 months can make, that's where you really see the significant health benefits of whether it's physio or chiro. So if you would be interested, it'd be great to sort of set up a program for you where once a week you come in, you get your clicks out, and after 2 or 3 months, you should see the real benefits of it. Because if you just come up for a one-off session, it might not be as great. So if you want, I can set that up for you. Okay, great. So yeah, as for the price, you actually get like a 50 to 60% discount from just a casual session with me, which is great. So if you want, I can include this as one of those sessions. So you gotta pay 50% off, which is great. Yeah, too often people get this impression when they sign up for stuff like this. It's just they're getting sucked in, but I mean, you're paying like 50% less than what you would have to pay for just a casual session, right? So I think it's worth it, and it's just what the science says, that you get the most benefits if you come, consistently. So also what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of homework. I'm going to write up a couple exercises for you to do just to help out with your neck. It'd be great if you can do these exercises maybe once or twice a week. It only takes 5 minutes to do, but if you do these exercises and come into the clinic, you're going to see significant results in just a very short amount of time, which is what we want. Yeah, and it's so important to have mobility. Too many of us, as we get older, we lose mobility. So coming to the chiro and also doing your homework will be very helpful with preventing that, and if anything, improving your mobility in certain areas you may be lacking. So I'm going to write up your homework right here. If you want, I can write it down on a piece of paper or just email it to you. Okay. Great stuff. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on down. It was so very nice to meet you, and a pleasure at that. And welcome aboard. It's so nice to have you here. And hopefully hopefully we can do the same time every week if that's okay with you. Okay, great. Well, look, yeah, again, I want to thank you so much. I hope you stay safe and take care out there. And also, if you really like this Chiro clinic, consider giving us a thumbs up. It really does help us out a lot. We're trying to grow here. So, yeah, that'd mean a lot to us. I appreciate it. Well, look, you take care. It's a lunch break now for me, so I'm gonna get some food. And I'll see you next week this time. Okay.